Hey guys, Jay here, and we have some news from the gaming world where apparently we may be going back to $69.99 per game, potentially. What this is coming from is the listing price for 2K's 2K21, where they listed the next gen prices for the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions at $69.99. Now this isn't set in stone, it's just 2K being 2K and trying to see if the rest of the industry is going to follow, because they said that pricing may vary, meaning that if the rest of the industry sticks to $59.99, then most likely 2K is gonna dial back on the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions from being $69 to $59.99. What people are upset about it is that 2K is not hiding the fact that they don't really care. They're still going to have microtransactions in the game, even at a higher price point. The Mamba Forever edition, which is $100 that you can get for current generation consoles, has an option. If you buy the $100 version, you will get the upgrade for free when other publishers and development teams are making the upgrades for free. Mostly, except for EA. We haven't seen this type of pricing since the stabilization of the mid-2000s, because back in the mid-80s and 90s, game prices were all over the place if you weren't born back then or can't remember, where NES, Master System, Genesis, Super Nintendo, even some N64 games were priced at ridiculous rates, where they range from anywhere between $69 to $84. And for me, growing up in the mid-90s seeing these prices, it doesn't really surprise me, because back in the mid-80s to early 90s, most of the game stores suggested retail price, and most of them competed with each other to get the most profit for selling the item. So you'd find like Best Buy would be selling Final Fantasy 3 or 4 for $59.99, while Target was selling it for $79.99. Which one are you gonna go to? Obviously the one that's cheaper, so you go to Best Buy because they had that, and they get more customers in the door, not necessarily to buy more video games, but in hopes that you'd buy other stuff along the way when you go to check out to get your game. Now, do I think we're actually going to get games that cost $69.99? Depending on the publisher and development team and the game, if it is taking advantage of next-gen consoles and techniques and engines, then yes. But if it's a cross-gen game, get the hell out of here and just sell for $59, because this is ridiculous, especially from 2K. It's just ridiculous. Well, with that, let me know in the comments below on your thoughts about potentially paying $10 more for video games. Would you want to? But would you want the dev team and publisher to promise that they're not going to add microtransactions to certain games and or actual DLC, which that in itself was to offset the cost in game development? Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.
You know why I love playing games during the summer? Because it gets me out of the heat. Duh! You wouldn't believe how much sweat can make someone stink.